everyone, welcome back. Today I will be doing my best to explain to you the concept of the multiverse and how it basically works. Now, I probably don't know everything, this is just what I know, and I would like to give a shout out to ScreenCrush for helping inspire this video idea. And I will be doing it with all my Spider-Man action figures, pretty much. So, let's get started. After I move this forward. Alright, so, I feel like I don't need to explain what multiverse means. It's pretty obvious. Multiple universes. Universe. Now, how does the multiverse work, you might think? Well, the multiverse is when you basically go from one universe to another universe, and so forth and so on. And you'll meet different versions of yourself, and those different versions might be similar, but will always have a little difference to them. As you can see, my Spider-Man action figures, they're pretty similar, but they each have something that makes them a little different, whether it's suit, size, or something like that. Now, this is one of the reasons I would want more action figures of the same guy or girl hero, so I can do multiverse stuff, because that's what's going on in my stop motion universe. All I've been able to do is Spider-Man stuff, and the only other characters I have more than one of is Mysterio, which I love Mysterio. I might get more Mysterios. However, the Spider-Man stuff is all the same. So, you know, pretty similar, however, a bit different. Also, some universes in the multiverse are closer together, which would explain why some variants of yourself, by the way, that is what they're called, from Loki, and I'm also explaining this from Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Those two mostly. A bit on Ant-Man and the Wasp, but I'll try not to get too much into spoilers. So, variants mean that it's another version of yourself. And your variants may look similar the closer together your universes are. The farther apart, the more different the variants of yourself would look. For example, in Spider-Man No Way Home, another one I'm referencing, you have Tom Holland Spider-Man, Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, and Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. They all look completely different, especially in age, which means I guess the farther universe you go, the different timelines you might see, which brings me to another point, timelines. When you time travel, at least in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, which is what I'm going off of, obviously, you time travel and you don't, put it back to the way it was, you start another branch, which is essentially another universe. So, that is basically how the multiverse is created. Where is he? There he is. This is basically how Kang the Conqueror created the multiverse. And now here's some spoilers from Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. You might want to click off now, but Kang is the bad guy in that movie, as we know. And basically, in the end of Loki, he says there are lots of variants. So that part's not much of a spoiler. We've known that. And yeah, it's setting up Kane, basically. That's all for Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. And yeah, it can be confusing, but I think I explained it simple enough in the way I know how to. Here is an explanation by He Who Remains, another variant of Change from Loki.
31st century. He was a scientist, and he discovered that there were universes stacked on top of his own. And at the same time, other versions of us were learning the same thing. Naturally, they made contact, and for a while, there was peace. Narcissistic, self-congratulatory.
And so, yeah, that's basically the gist of it. You travel back in time, don't put it exactly how it was, you create another branch, another timeline, another universe, and other versions of yourself. And sometimes people like Kane will want to conquer and control all of it. So basically that is my rundown exclamation of what the multiverse is and how it works. I mean, like, you can't really explain how everything works in every universe because it's always going to be a bit different. So, anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you have any other questions about this kind of stuff or something, just ask me in the comments, and tell me what you know of the multiverse in the comments. Please don't forget to also tie your shoe.